What is up, guys? Back at it again with another jungle video, and this one's gonna be special. It's gonna be Inori, a domination in the jungle position. And yeah, this one is going to just be me, talking about everything you need to know about playing Rek'sai jungle. And she is still the queen. She is still the best jungle in the game, and nothing really changed about that. And after the nerfs, she's still very strong. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I play and how I generally just win all my Rek'sai games. For starters, always clear red croaks raptors. This time we're on blue side, so like we talked about, it, very important to understand which side you are on. On blue side, it's very easy for us to use this wall to kill bots, so that's what we're gonna try to do. And on red side, it's easy for us to gank and kill top, so use that as like information about how you want to play the early game. If you start blue side and you get a leash on red like this, it becomes very easy to so let me make sure I don't lose that, to kind of set up for a fast level 3 gank. And that's kind of what we're gonna do. So it looks like they're coming to lane late, then his ammo is gone, so that means this guy, the Lofi, started blue. So this guy's clear is really slow, but the Nefari dog, but it's pretty healthy. So for us to invade, we could invade there and fight him, but I want to show you guys a level 3 gank possibly, but we'll see. Because this wave is starting to push, it can be hard to gank bot in this situation, but there could be options for us to still continue doing that. Wave is way too bad for us to gank, but instead we can look for a mid gank. He's gonna E in here most likely, and then we're gonna go for it. And I mean, if you can't make a play bot, always look for a mid gank. And these are the options you have to kind of like make the plays. Here, I know the Nefari is pathing up. I think I will see him on red soon, so I'm just gonna ward it and just see his timer on this. Like we spoke about, he is a very healthy clearer. And if we want to see exactly what his pathing is, we can always walk close. And then this sets up a nice pick. If you don't want to really, if you want to be in a nice position to kill him from raptor to red, this spot is always very nice. Accidentally clicked one of the wolves there, but should be okay. Get him! Don't let him run. He'll tell his friends. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna let it go here. I'm gonna just keep farming the red. But yeah, it's important when you're invading to track them and just play off that kind of information. I think this guy will die. Maybe I can kill after. He usually walks this way. This guy's trolling. Oh shit. Oh, good on you. I mean, that jungler, the dog is not a real jungler, by the way. I mean, he's good. I made a video about it, but I thought they were going to buff his clear. If they buff his clear, he might actually be very, very strong. Very OP champion, though, in general, if you can get items. Early game, though, you have to play it safe. So after a good play like that, you could easily base, or you can do like 1 or 2 camps and then look for your base on Rek'sai. But playing aggressive like this when you're against weaker junglers is really important. In the beginning, I wanted to do the 3 gank here, but obviously that was a situation where the wave is just not good for us to gank like that. So if the wave is like that bad for like ganking, it's just not a possibility. Here we want the whip. Usually I go for like a whip, like a buy like this, super strong. But it's like, just because I didn't do this play the first time doesn't mean at all that it might not happen next time, right? Like now it's unlimited the amount of times I can use this wall to get behind them, right? So at any point, if the wave is ever slightly pushed, I can easily use that wall. And that's the importance of the side on blue. It's easy to camp bot. Also, just for you guys to remember, so if this guy started bot side, what side does he need to, what side will he end up going after a clear? He will go back to his original position, which is boss side. Somehow they actually were about to die even after getting ganked. So here, if it's not warded, I should be able to kill the wolf here. You have a Talon roaming, so it might be a good play. disaster. And after a play like that, don't do dragon. Dragon takes way too long to do early. Dragon's more of an objective to do maybe around like level 5 with your team, not so much level 4. Level 4 can be really bad, but level 5 it can become much easier to do, or when you have like your laners right next to it and you can just do it after a nice kill. Here I'm just going to slaughter the entire wave because it's just, I don't want to waste time and I want to be able to start clearing my jungle again. What I was trying to touch on there, I was trying to explain to you guys, because we knew Nefari was blue, he started there bot side, and we were fighting him in top side, and we know that his top side was pretty much all dead. What it means is by like the next respawn, he has to go bot side, right? Like it's gonna be respawn. So use this information in your head to kind of predict where the other jungler is most likely going to be. And it doesn't take like a rocket scientist, even in your like low games. You could easily piece this kind of puzzle together by thinking it's usually around 4 minutes and like 10 seconds. The second camp you start on will respawn. So if I started blue, my Gromp will respawn around 4 minutes. And that's usually where the junglers will end up going right after their first death or clear. Here, if he needs me, I'll help him. Looks like he does need me. Here, I just have to hit a Q and then R will usually finish the job. Let me just slowly track. In this situation, he's going to play on tower. We just want to be on top of him ASAP, so we're just going to tunnel. Try to get a knock up fast. We're going to have to R here, which is fine. Just have to get a right click on him. Might have to flash, but it's looking like I got him. To dodge his second Q. Oh, I dodged it. Kill these stupid wolves. I mean, these guys are literally running it down. I don't even think I have to chase him. And at this point, you have a really good base. You can just buy and just be home. So I prefer the whip. Some people talk about like, you know, the axe is good, but the axe is much like you know, it's like a nice component second, because this just gives you the maximum attack damage, like 30 attack damage. But if I build this, for example, as my first item, then I have to save up 100, like 800 just to have a pickaxe. Well, if I finish this ASAP with 1100 gold back, I can just buy these components, which is really easy and more convenient. So if you have 1100, you always want to go for the whip, right? So like it makes sense, right? When I explain it like that. Oops. Because like, you know, like it's just, I'll have like these short buys with like 600, 700 gold. I can just buy the components, where having a guaranteed buy to afford like the pickaxe will be more unlikely. So here we're really going to utilize the blue side. I mean, bot's winning hard, so in games like this, just play for the dragon. If my ball wants to reset, that's fine. I could set up a play if they walk up. This is like, he's not really going to do anything. So if I have a lot of priority, I generally enjoy walking in the jungle and just killing people. And just kind of like, for like carnivore mentality. Like, I'm a carnivore. You have to have that mental. And I see a lot of people in like videos, Agwin, Dante, talking about reactive, active, proactive junglers. Inori is a carnivore jungler. Inori kills when there's moments to kill. Inori kills when no one else can kill. That's like the kind of play style I want you guys to have. It's an alpha mentality, the carnivore mentality. This is how you want to play jungle if you want to get better and climb. You just, I play off conditions. I play off information, you know. I play aggressive. I don't play selfish for just farm. Like how, I mean, maybe Dante plays like that, or one of the two. I play to kind of like make the most of my early game impact. Like I play towards my champion's strength. Whatever my champion is designed to do well and what they're meant to do, then I play to that power. Like if my champion is Rek'sai, an early ganker that has really strong gank potential, then I'm just obviously going to play towards that power. Here, because we got Herald reset, it's just really quick to reset here. For boots, I just judge it off like what I'm playing as. This is a full AD comp, so we go tabbies. And then here I go into like my CDR. You can go Ruby if you want an extra Ruby. Usually I go for like Warhammer, but having an extra Ruby is probably more efficient than having like one more longsword. But don't upgrade to Kindle Gem. Usually I wait to the very end to upgrade to this. I spend most of my money on swords. But yeah, just play with your information. Just be very, you know, play to your champion's power. I try to explain that to people, like play to your champion's strengths. So here I just had a reset. I could go bot there, could go top. Either way, my bot already has gone in the tower. So I just want to make my herald value really high. You know, because I'm the stronger jungler, this guy's out of the game. I'm just gonna keep impacting the map and just be the one who can just kind of win the lane. So here I'm just gonna go behind because there's a chance he could run backwards. And then here we're just able to one shot. You know, the combo is really simple, man. We talked about it. Just right click, hit them with the Q, right click, auto attack, and then Q reset. And it's just really powerful. This guy is gonna die too. The champion's jungle clear speed is just not as good as I was hoping. I kind of like this champion, but Riot doesn't want to buff her clear speed, which is sad because I actually had a lot of fun playing her, the wolf. But yeah, I mean, once you're strong enough as a jungler like Rek'sai, you just control the map. And don't really AFK farm. I usually try to impact and then I go like back into farming, you know. But a rule for you guys I like to keep, and I think it's really simple to help you guys with farming and ganking, because it can be difficult for you guys to have like a good way to keep the balance, is to kind of keep your jungle farmed in quadrants. There I didn't do it. I went wolves. I skipped my wolves. But for you guys, I would like you to clear like your wolf camp and grump, and then like look for a play. Also, I should have just farmed a bit more so I have my cleaver. But yeah, for you guys, I want you guys to practice quadrant farming. So here, if I want to do a play as Rek'sai, I could instantly do my play and then I go farm, but most likely you guys are going to farm first. So in this situation, let's say I'm going to go do my Krugs, right? And then I'm going to do another camp. I'm going to do Raptor. So then these two camps are down. Then I'm going to look to like play a little aggressive because I cleared these camps and then I started the respawn cycle. And that's important, the timer to have them respawn. So now if I do this really quick, set up a tunnel here if I want to be a little quicker. Now I've set up like a really good respawn timer. I will arc. I don't think that kills. Here we play for dragon. You know, I've done so much to accelerate the gold lead. Now we just go into the dragon play. And by like doing what I did, the quadrants, now these two are completely not like a concern for me. They're gonna respawn together, so when I'm back in this area in like maybe like 4 minutes, it's gonna be perfect for me and I'm just gonna be able to clear it very well. And then this puts me in like a good time to base, and then I go top side and I clear my top side now. And eventually I'll do the same thing. I'll just clear these two camps together, or I'll gank first and then I clear them. But that's generally the order I do. And also build paths, I've been going Sterix second or third. Sterix third after the buffs is actually very powerful. Makes it really easy to kind of like front line as Rek'sai, so I think it's very good. And here let's repeat like what we were talking about. Now here let's just do these camps really fast. And I'll do these two camps really fast. And then I look to like be really aggressive. So now like I'll go for my aggressive play. Like now I'll probably go, maybe I'll gank top, maybe I'll go fight mid, maybe I'll go gank mid, maybe I'll invade their jungle, right? Like I'll do my play after. And let's say like this is going to respawn together, and then I just need to be back in that area to clear that way of jungle camps. They FF, but like I mean this is kind of how you want to control the early game and play the early game. If you guys like able to understand these kind of simple concepts I try to explain, you're gonna be not just a better Rek'sai player, but a better jungler in general. So I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.